Standing by. We're about to roll.
Super
Here
ready.
we go.
Excited for the day. It's going to be an amazing day. Back to this.
We
need more filling. Gather two. Best show ever in front of Good evening, everyone.
A very happy Tuesday, August 13th to all of you out there.
That's right. It is 8:00 p.m. right here on Tuesday, August 13th, and it's going to be a phenomenal day. My name is Erinn.
My name is Dan.
And we are
Erinn and Dan. And this is Erinn and Dan, but it's live.
That means that if you were to comment at this very moment, just like
that.
Bruce, hello, Bruce. We can feature your comments live. Yo, y'all, and good evening to you, Dickie. Thanks for joining us.
If you're out there, let us know. We want to get that engagement going. You know, we want you to be a part of this. The reason
you can't be engaged to anyone else, Dan.
My arm!
We've been married
You harmed me
for almost a
year.
year. Well, not really, but we're getting there.
Look at who's here. It's our friend Carlos, who we haven't spoken to for hours.
You guys, well, we'll get to that.
Wow, there's a lot to cover today,
so
and
excited.
I'm overdrawn with energy.
Can I tell you something about Dan Beckman right now?
Tell me.
I'm so excited. Hey, David, thanks for joining us. Dan is in such a good mood, and I'm in a great mood.
And this doesn't happen often.
Yes, it does.
No.
Oh, well, anyway, we're in a great mood. So Dan decided to bottle our great mood. We stood in the kitchen and we took our great mood and we touched each other's chests and we put it in this jar.
My whole life I've been kind of polar. You know, you go through really high highs and then your low lows. And every time I'm on a really high, I always think, man, I wish there was a way to bottle this and then unpack it later when needed. Well, there is.
It's right in there.
Good
Isn't
vibes.
that awesome?
August 13th, 2024. Open in case of emergency.
Yes.
Break glass.
And we're going to keep it. Hey, y'all, what are y'all drinking out there? Because today is National Prosecco Day.
And because we already had our wine for the month.
Yeah, we don't drink a lot of wine because it makes us heads hurt.
Yeah, and we're going to take some of this kombucha. We're on the booch train these days, and we're going to pour it in here, and it's going to look like really gross, stagnant
kind of looks just like Prosecco, right?
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
It looks like Prosecco that didn't drink enough water.
Spread it on some toast, Carlos says. What, the kombucha?
No, the good vibes.
Oh, the good vibes.
Toast sounds good. I'm actually very hungry. I should have eaten before the show.
I should have as well. Dan, what kind of kombucha are we eating? And also, let us know what kind of kombucha you are having out there, please.
This is Pink Lady Apple. Bubbly probiotic tea for a happy gut.
Ooh.
What are you guzzling down? What are you slogging down? What kind of swill are you swishing?
I love happy guts. It makes me,
She really does. She really does.
Yep. Today we have a toast that comes to you from far beyond. It comes to you from a family that I think you might all well know and love. Well, some of you probably love. Some of you probably think they're a little weird, but we all think our families are a little weird, don't we, Dan?
No.
A toast to the glorious mysteries of life, to all that binds a family as one, to mirth, to merriment, to manslaughter, to dear friends, to new friends, to youth.
How do I look?
Disturbing.
To passion.
To paradise.
To pain.
Tonight.
Oh,
cheers.
God, just before we got to the really steamy stuff, I was getting all riled up. I was about blink. All right.
Mm-hmm. Man,
my gut is singing
wonderful.
already.
My gut loves this.
My gut. Okay, quick question.
Yes.
Who is it that plays Gomez in that film?
I don't know. Does anybody out there know? I love that guy.
It seems like it's probably someone who wouldn't be playing Gomez these days.
True.
You know
That's true.
But I don't know where we stand on that if you're an Adams.
Yeah, I guess Gomez is not an American.
Oh, he's got a Hispanic name and a Hispanic accent and a Hispanic mustache.
What's up, Kevin Butters? And his name is Raul Julia.
Really?
I guess.
Oh.
I don't know why else he would have said Raul Julia.
I think that's how Kevin says hello in his Yeah. Which I think is, Nathan Lane's a treasure, but I'm just curious, where are we at with that?
Yeah, that's true.
Fill an aging man in.
Yeah.
Fill an aging cisgender white straight male in.
I'd like to let you all know that if I ever offend any of you, I never mean to. I'm just getting older by the minute. And when you get older, it's easier to offend younger people.
And if I offend you, then mission accomplished.
Y'all, we've had an amazing week. We opened and closed a beautiful show called Peter and the Starcatcher. That is my assistant director along with one of our actors. These are all of our kids that were in the show. We put this show together in 2 weeks time, 10 rehearsals. And I got to tell you, I loved it. It made me cry. I couldn't believe how good they were.
It just about killed us.
It did.
Not so much me, but Erinn for sure.
It was a photo finish. Look at that girl right there. Let me tell you, our Stash, played by Kelsey Thacker, killed it. Absolutely killed it.
That is this show's version of Captain Hook. It's a Peter Pan story, for those of you keeping track.
And also, these costumes that you're seeing are actually done by Carlos, who is tuning in today. Carlos Nito came in very last minute because our costume designer had an emergency and did all these amazing costumes. Couldn't be more proud of this show. It was really, really great.
That's the last image of the show, and it's one that will stick with me for all time.
Yep.
Good stuff.
Yeah, it was
good
really
stuff,
good.
Fam.
You know what else I found?
What?
I went to Walmart yesterday because that's where I shop. I'm cool like that.
Do y'all remember little golden books? Like they used to be fairy tales or Disney movies or charming little stories.
Well, they're still around, and
like
here's a Taylor Swift golden book.
Yeah, get a look at that.
I got it for my favorite 3-year-old.
And the whole thing was generated by AI.
And you know what's funny? I haven't read the whole thing yet, but it's super cute. There's like lots of little
who
pictures.
Could blame you? It's a dense book
about Taylor and stuff. And the very last page, it says Taylor's hard work has paid off. Her albums has sold millions of copies. She has won multiple Grammys. What will she do next? When you're Taylor Swift, the sky's the limit. The end.
Taylor's hard work has paid off.
I wonder who wrote this.
I have some thoughts.
I just wonder who wrote this.
I'm just going to look at this and find out.
But if you look at the back, what's interesting is you can read about other famous people in golden books too. Like Lucille Ball has her own golden book. Carrie, thanks for coming to the show. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Mr. Noah and his family.
Mr. Noah and his art, you mean?
No, it's his family.
Oh,
his boat's not mentioned. Erased from history like so much of our fine Southern culture.
Oh gosh.
Should I open that?
I think we shouldn't.
Okay. Hey, look at this.
What is it? It's the Dan Peckman photography picture of the week. Week. As you know,
you seem low energy. You feeling good?
I feel low energy.
You seem low energy.
Oh, God.
Maybe it's because I'm operating at a closer to Erinn Dirth level. So from here, it looks like I'm looking at you eye to eye.
Well, we are. We always are eye to eye.
Usually it's like I'm a sloth and you're like a chickadee.
That's not true.
Doesn't
he have just as much energy as me?
Now I'm a sparrow.
All right, before we get on to your picture, I need to say something. My poor husband, but not my poor husband, my great husband, my awesome husband was too humble for his own good.
That's not true.
Yes, he is.
That's not true.
Every time we do something, he's like, "You do it better," or "I'm lazy," or "I'm not good enough."
You do it better.
True. See, he just did it.
None of that is really true.
Y'all. Dan is an award-winning photographer.
Two awards.
This photo out. I love this photo. Tell everybody about it, Dan.
Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, taking on the 50 States tour. We were, I woke up at sunrise 3 days in a row to try to get a sunrise picture at the wharf. No such luck, but this sort of overcast, cloudy thing. This is long exposure, by the way. If you're...
I love the way that it's whooshy.
Yeah, that's what landscape photographers do with clouds and water. It makes everything seem kind of fluid. So what that is like a half second or 3/4 of a second exposure or something like that on a tripod. So you see the actual motion of the water. Just gives it a kind of a dreamy quality, doesn't it?
It's very dreamy. The whole thing looks really romantic, for lack of a better word. Thank you. I love it. That was a really lovely day too.
It was. The whole team was down there on the beach, kicking around, putting sand in their shorts.
Actually, it was really cold. Nobody was kicking around.
That's true.
But we were having fun. We were enjoying and making the most of it. In fact, it was so funny. When I booked the 50 States tour last year, didn't realize until we were on our way that we were going right into the cold season. Yeah, we were. But we had really good luck. for the most part, except for one badass snowstorm.
And let me tell you, you
word.
can't say ass on the show.
You just said it again
No,
and made
I
it
didn't.
worse.
You can't prove that.
I can.
No, you can't.
You can literally rewind this and see that you said it after I said it, and I didn't
You can't
mean to
rewind
say
it. It's live. No rewinding.
You can
There's
rewind
no
it later.
paper trail, no receipts, no record of it happening.
If it's after 8-10 p.m. on Tuesday night Eastern time and you're watching this, you can rewind it a little bit. And some of you might be watching it later, and I think it's really sweet, but some of you will be commenting and like wonder why I'm not commenting back at 3 in the morning.
If you go to Myrtle Beach in the middle of winter, you will have a bad time.
Wait, that's not
The
true.
resorts are run down. The water has such an acidic pH that it'll burn the hair off your legs.
That actually
Nobody's
happened.
working anywhere. You can't find someone to let you into your room. And the room itself will have a moldy coffee pot, and it will seem like you're going to get stabbed in the night.
That did happen.
All of those things happened.
But I still had a good time.
Uh-huh.
And the candy store was open, Dan. You got so
the
much
candy store was open.
You got flip-flop gummies.
And the pirate-themed mini golf was open.
Yeah. Oh, it wasn't pirate-themed. It was Peter Pan themed.
So if you
How
like
appropriate.
Peter Pan mini golf, candy, and the risk of being stabbed by a methamphetamine abusing homeless man, Myrtle Beach in the wintertime is for you.
But the Peter Pan golf course was horrifying.
Yeah.
This Peter Pan was up at the top and he was like,
it was pretty terrible. Yeah.
horrifying. But really cool. David, I love Myrtle Beach. We have to go to Broadway at the beach, which is that big boardwalk in the happening season, and you're going to love
Welcome back to Myrtle Beach or Betty White. Can't tell them apart these days.
Oh, poor Betty. She's
poor
not
Myrtle.
here anymore. You know, Kyle's going to go now.
Kyle, you're going to love it.
Kyle, this is not the Kyle.
Is this Kyle?
Okay, so let me tell you something.
Okay.
Guess what, everybody?
Guess what?
I can't believe what I just did today.
Mhm.
I played Fortnite for the first time.
And second and third time.
And second and third time with my husband and my friend Carlos online.
Mhm.
And we won!
3 matches in a row. We came in first. Erinn's never been beaten in Fortnite.
Never have I ever been more excited. I mean, like when we won the first time, I literally was screaming and running around the house. Thank God my earphones
And
were
the second
attached
and
to my
third time.
Switch. It was so exciting.
Wait, Carlos, is that the Kyle? Is this the Kyle?
Oh my gosh, if it is, that's
Oh
so
my
cool.
God, Kyle.
Kyle Hill,
It's good to
nice
see your
to meet
face.
you.
Nice headshot.
Where do you live, Kyle? Thanks for tuning
Charlotte.
in for the first time. Oh,
Charlotte. He lives in
nice.
Charlotte. I spoiled
Very
it.
nice.
I ruined it. The show's over.
Speaking
Good
of
night.
Charlotte, there's someone else from Charlotte. John
Whoa!
Swanson.
What are the odds of that?
How's it going?
Mr. Barbecue, they call him. in his
Mr.
circles.
BBQ.
BBQ.
Mr. BBQ.
All right, there hasn't been a gap.
We have so much to do. Let's move on.
Should
Dan,
we? What?
This is my year of learning.
Yes.
I decided earlier this year that I am going to learn one new fact every single day all year long. And I
Yes.
learned some really cool things
Hit me with
this
number
year.
one.
Okay, Dan. There is a plant called Dracula simia.
What?
It's better known as the monkey-faced orchid, and I thought it was fake at first, so I looked up. There's a ton of pictures of it all over, including...
That's an orchid, right? Did you already say orchid?
Well, it's a monkey-faced orchid, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
How cool is this? So look at these. They're adorable.
The ones
And-
you showed first are different, though.
No, they're not. Same plant.
Why do they look entirely different?
Because it's from a different region. That you can find them in Ecuador and Peru, and they can also be found in some regions of Colombia. And I double-checked and triple-checked. In fact, this picture is from, not this picture. This picture is from Martha Stewart Online.
I mean, that looks great. The second and third picture look identical. That first one looks like, you know, when Nemo is like stuck in the anemone, he's like, oh!
Either way, isn't that cool?
It is very cool.
So, yeah, you can find these. They in Ecuador and Peru and some regions of Colombia. So there
All my
you
favorite
go.
things are in Ecuador and Peru.
Right? Okay, Dan, you're
Yes.
gonna freak out about this next one. Any Stardew Valley fans out there?
Mm.
This is a real life void chicken, kind of. Okay, so there's an Indonesian black chicken. that
Valiant,
is
I just have to say, what?
What the floater in my eye?
Next.
Okay, I don't know what that means, but I'm
No,
dying
you
to
know,
know.
if you know eye floaters, like, you know, like when you see like a little blood vessel like floating
Oh,
around.
see, I thought you meant like. Anyway, okay, so check this chicken out. This chicken is from
Check
Indonesia.
this chicken out.
It is a Indonesian black chicken. It's an incredibly rare breed of chicken, and guess what? Due to a hyperdominant pigmentation, the chicken is completely black, including the eggs and all of its internal organs.
So it's a void chicken.
Isn't that crazy
It's a
cool?
void chicken. I must have it.
I know.
Do you all know that I have probably in the last 1 year of my life, how many eggs do you think I've eaten?
Eggs every day? When
Total.
he was a lad, he ate 4
No.
dozen eggs every morning to help him get large.
But I wanted your opinion.
I think you've eaten 3 eggs a day for the last year, and you haven't missed a day, I don't think.
I'm asking for a number, not a breakdown.
Okay.
You know what? Go to your next fact.
300. 300 eggs.
That's only 100 days of eggs.
Well, you asked for a number.
Next.
All right, on August 8th, look at this. This is real. I got these pictures from Airbnb.
Is that a life-size Polly Pocket?
Airbnb created a life-size version of a Polly Pocket Compact. This life-size dollhouse is packed with 90s nostalgia.
What's
it's
that purple
open air.
thing?
Look at this. Oh, this purple thing?
It's gross.
It's like a couch.
It looks like a booty with a little booty hole.
But look... That is not what it is. But anyway, look at this. You actually you can hang around in the Polly Pocket thing, but then there's a path that goes to that little tent, and that is where you sleep. And guess what? Guess where it is? It's in Littleton, Massachusetts. Anyone know why?
Because Littleton Mouth?
Littleton, Massachusetts is Polly's hometown, remember?
No. Why would I remember that?
The lore of Polly Pocket, I loved it.
It was a very deep and rich lore.
Anyway, I thought it was cool.
Fronted by artistic director Hikari Miyazaki from Software. Next.
All right, August 9th, I learned that the Guinness Book of World Records for the largest rubber duck collection.
No way.
It's 5,632 different rubber ducks.
Where is it? Hawaii?
This woman's name is Charlotte Lee. She remains anonymous because she doesn't want people knocking down her door.
What do you mean she's anonymous? Her name's Charlotte Lee, and there she is with the thing.
No, I don't mean she's anonymous. I mean her location is anonymous because it's not public. She doesn't want people knocking on her door to try to see the world's rubber duck collection because it's in her basement.
Sounds like Charlotte is not an enterprising type of woman.
She's not, but she
Charlotte
has a Guinness
Lee.
World Record. Okay, and guess what else I found out?
What
This
did you
is
find
just
out?
Bonus. Famous people to collect rubber ducks include Zooey Deschanel, David Bowie, and Liam Neeson. How cool is that?
I will find the duck, and I will kill the duck.
Okay, then on August 10th, I learned this is crazy, dog. Farmers have to increase their food production by 70%.
What a ridiculous photo.
Well, I looked it up online just to give you a visual
No,
about
it's really
farmers.
it's a cool photo, but no way is that guy working like that with a what's he doing with a pitchfork?
I'll tell you what he's doing. He's sad.
Why?
Because farmers need to increase what they grow by 70% by 2025, or we're gonna be headed towards world hunger. It's bad, y'all. It's bad.
Why?
Let me
growth?
read more. Well, they're on it, but it's super stressful in the farming community. Yes, it is because of the world's population is increasing daily, and overall food production needs to increase by 70%, not only to cater to the demands of this richer population, but to avoid food shortages and global hunger.
Wow.
Isn't that scary?
That's crazy. Now, does that accommodate for the amount of global hunger that we've already been not helping with our farm?
I think it's getting worse, dog.
It definitely is. Go back to that picture.
Okay.
Look at this guy. He's in a business suit with kind of cool looking jeans and boots, and he's walking through this rows of field with a pitchfork. What's he going to do with a pitchfork in that soybean field?
Stick it down and recreate anyway.
Listen.
Okay, guess what else I learned?
I'm not buying into it. That's AI.
Okay. Well, the picture might be, but the fact is not.
The fact? How do you know?
Because
what if the AI wants us to increase food production by 70%?
Because I learned this fact, and
so
then I
that
literally
we get
looked
fat
up
and they can
picture
plug
a
us in
farmer
as
a
batteries
field
like they did to the Matrix.
It is
Remember that?
my
We're all
turn
going to be
to talk.
batteries.
This
Sorry.
next on August 11th, I learned something about camels. Did you know they have 3 freaking eyelids to protect themselves from the desert sand?
I did not.
They have different ways to adapt to their environment. They have a 3rd clear eyelid that helps them from blowing in sand. And then they also have they additionally have 2 rows of long lashes to protect their eyes.
Cool.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, do you know,
Camels
I
are
saw
cool.
that there's this thing that it can happen to deers, this disease or this affliction that can happen to deers where their eyeballs develop hair and their eyes just get grown over with hair.
I saw that.
It's really gross. Way grosser than that farmer with the pitchfork.
Aw.
Next.
Okay. And then the last thing I learned this week was each king in a deck of playing cards represents a king from history. Check this out.
Okay.
So the king of hearts is Charlemagne.
Why?
Oh, I don't know why.
Oh, okay, keep
this
going.
is just the creator of the cards.
Oh, okay.
And then we got Alexander the Great in the clubs. We got King David in spades. And of course, Julius Caesar in diamonds. How cool is
and Julius
that?
Caesar is the one that usually... Wait, why isn't Julius Caesar the one with the dagger in his head?
I did not... because look, he has an axe by his head.
But that didn't happen.
Isn't that interesting?
Hey, some history buff, tell us what the meaning of these kings are in these cards, because I am not a history buff and I am not a fan of kings.
Hey, I'm sure there's a king out there you like.
Though if I had this hand in poker, I'd be so tweaked.
Oh my gosh, you would. Hey, Deja, it's really nice to see you. So Deja asks what we're drinking. We are
Urine.
drinking kombucha in Prosecco glasses because it's National Prosecco Day.
I can't get enough.
Cheers.
This is the last episode of the show, by the way.
No, it's not.
No, I'm not, because here's what happened. It was incredibly taxing to listen to like 20 or 30 albums every single week. And then we got into spring. And when we're doing our spring shows, we're like busy 14 or 15 hours a day. There just wasn't time.
Yeah.
There just wasn't time.
I mean, there really wasn't time to learn something new every day, but I found time to do it.
The difference in looking up a fact a day and listening to a discography a week is not comparable. And you be quiet. No, don't be quiet.
You guys, we have a new section coming at you right now.
What is it?
Well, it's not a new section.
Oh, okay.
It's an old section that we haven't done for a while, but our friend who's online right now, Valine, from...
Whoa.
What?
You're getting ahead of yourself.
Because it's time
No, don't say that. That part's in the slide.
Oh.
Yeah. Check it out.
It's time to your mouth.
Whoa.
What?
All right. Well, that kind of seems deliberately misleading.
Our friend from Utah, Valine, sent us Uncle Chainsaw's hot sauce, The Great Suffering.
Yes, it's from Utah, right?
It is.
From Utah, and it's got ghost scorpion and reaper pepper in it.
I am so excited.
We're going to taste this, and we were going to do a reaper this week. We couldn't get our hands on one of Jan's reapers, but she's got a big collection, so next week we're going to bring some fresh ones down to Asheville and eat them then. And we got this from Darlene, so we thought we would eat that.
I'm so excited. While Dan's dishing this up, Carrie says, I have a theater question. Why do the actors look up? Is it because they don't want to look in the faces of the audience, so they look up above them? That is true, but also in some theaters, like the one that you saw Peter and the Starcatcher in, the theater's incredibly raised.
What do you want?
Not that much. Holy mother of God.
I'm going to have more than that.
I definitely want like about that much.
You want this much?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. This
Hold on, I'm going to do a huge amount.
That's insane.
No, it's not.
What if it's... All right, tell everybody what is in this hot sauce. And Valine, tell us where you got it, too, because I'm very curious.
Show off this spoon real quick so that they can see the consistency. It's very chunky. It's very, I think it's going to be very carroty, actually, because, like, it's very thick and chunky. So it's,
that's a lot of
the second ingredient is carrots. It's a ways down there before we get to our first pepper. Habaneros, Trinidad Scorpion, Ghost, Reaper Mash, and Thai chilies. No capsaicin extract. So this will probably be hot, but I imagine it's not going to be insane.
Well, we are going to find out. This came from a local farmer's market in Murray, Utah.
Murray.
Oh, I was being fancy.
And I think that if you two want to participate and send us something that's going to absolutely destroy us, you can send us anything, no matter how hot it is, and we will eat it on the show.
Yes. If you're out there to poison us and kill us, please don't, because we trust everyone who sends us edible things in the mail.
Which is good practice. Cheers.
All right, cheers. Here we go. Time to...
Good flavor. Good heat.
Holy mother of God.
Not crazy.
Not crazy, you say?
Not crazy. Woo. What do you think?
He says not crazy as my tongue is burning out my mouth.
Really? Let me get some more.
It's good, though.
It's very tasty. But
like,
it's
honestly, not... I'll have a little bit more, but I'm dying in a way. Whew. That's good. Whoa. Holy mother of God.
You want this one instead?
Yeah. Swap doodle. This is delicious.
Really good flavor to heat.
Oh! Ah!
It is very carroty. It's a little sweet, too.
Ooh, it's hot, but it's good.
It's got that Reaper, sweetness from the Reaper.
I will put that on something.
Oh, apple cider vinegar. That's what I think is giving that kind of tang.
Wow.
That's a really good sauce. I will definitely be putting this on my chicken and rice.
Wow. That is delicious.
Very tasty. Thank you for sending us that, Valine.
Yes, thank you. And so if y'all are interested in Ghost Scorpion and... Oh, my God.
Are you suffering?
Yeah, in a good way.
So...
Woo, that is good.
Next week.
This is the best hot sauce I've ever had. Anyway, if you're interested, this is Uncle Chainsaw's hot sauce. You can get it in Utah at local farmers markets. So if you're out there, check it out.
And next week, we're going to be diving into this beautiful collection of peppers that Jan Dirth has been making. On the right-hand side are Scotch bonnets and habaneros, and on the left are homegrown Carolina Reapers.
We have never, ever eaten... I've never eaten a full pepper. I've only had a teeny part of one, and I almost died.
Yeah, so we're going to eat the whole thing.
They just asked me if it's hotter than G's. I personally think so.
Yeah, I think so.
but they're both really, really good.
Yeah.
Come on, Bruce. Anybody wants to do a challenge with us, we are also considering doing an on-site Reaper challenge. Dan wants to call it, what did you want to call it again?
Meet the Reaper.
Meet the Reaper.
Meet the Reaper. Beat the Reaper. Oh, okay. You know what's going to be? Okay, so I have this dream, and I'm sorry, we're getting off track and we're falling behind, but it doesn't really matter. Shh. Changing that music. Listen to this.
Calm, cool, collected.
I think that I would like, so I have this dream that I want to have a spicy food truck with really, really, really intense hot food that's really creative and fun.
Oh, yeah.
And I think it would be fun to do a segment outside of that food truck where people eat a Reaper, and then they have to sing an entire karaoke song.
Wouldn't that be so much fun? I would do that. I'd do that all day long.
Can you imagine how funny that would be? That'd be great contact.
I would love that.
Carlos, no spicy food for you? You're missing out.
You are missing out. That is delicious. I will
It's really
definitely. So I'm trying to think of what I wanted on. Chicken is a good idea. If I was eating pasta, I can't eat pasta for a little while because I gotta drop the summer weight.
I think you should just have small amounts of it.
God, I love pasta, but that's the problem with pastas. You can't just have a little bit.
You can.
It's hard.
It is hard.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have someone to introduce to you now, and I could not be more excited about tonight's guest. Emily Ruiz is making her debut on Erinn and Dan, but it's live. Favorite credits include Spring Theater with their 2020 holiday release, and Bertha from Jane Eyre the Musical. She also recently she has a degree in psychology and a master's in communications. She loves being at the barn and riding horses, as you can see in that beautiful picture. Isn't she so cool?
She's also one of the best people you'll ever meet. She was indeed. We met her doing our 2020 locked in COVID.
Well, we met
Christmas
her before
feature.
that.
We did?
Yeah, because her company at the time sponsored The Lion King.
Of
and
course.
that's where we met her live.
That's crazy.
And I loved her from the moment I met her. But now we've gotten to improv together. We've gotten to do some fun things together. And now y'all are going to get to meet her. So please put your digital hands together for the one and only
Emily Ruiz.
Hello, Emily.
There she
Hello.
There
How
she
are you
is.
guys? Fabulous. Thank you for the introduction. So,
Oh, you bet.
Thank you. It is so good to see you on here because you really are. You're one of our favorite people. Every time I see you, I get hype. I get so excited.
Stop it. But thank you guys. I just love y'all. So yeah, super stoked. Been watching the show for a while. So, and nice to see you guys.
Good to see you
So
too.
good to see you.
I noticed on your resume was not the time that you were in our improv class and you did an uncanny impression of a Grand Theft Auto prostitute.
That did happen.
See, I wanted to really kind of work up to it, slowly but surely. So
Now I've uncorked it. Sorry about that.
that's okay.
It was unbelievably good.
Thank you.
Yeah, we had some fun. We actually did 3 different improv nights this summer at Spring Theater, and Susan was there as well.
Yes.
And it was a blast. We had a really good time. They were such a good way to unwind and get back to the art for the art's sake too, because I feel like a lot of times when we're putting up a show, it's just drive forward, be productive, and you kind of forget the joy of it. So I love those nights.
I have a question. Do you think you're the first person in history to refer to improv comedy as art, for art's sake?
Me?
Mhm.
No.
Cool.
Do you, Emily?
I would probably say a lot of people think it's art because you have to think on your feet, think on your feet, but also be entertaining and in the moment. So yeah, I think it's definitely an art, and lots of people.
What do you think it is, Dan, if you don't think it's art?
I think it's the only thing on earth that couldn't be classified as art. No, actually, here's the thing about art. Art is anything can be art. Anything can be art. If it elicits a response, if someone created it and it elicits a response, that's art.
If this Taylor Swift Golden Book can be art, anything can be art. If pixelated chickens from Stardew Valley can be art.
Whoa. You're
Anything
throwing
can
hands
be
now.
art.
That's art.
Emily, are you a gamer? I can't remember.
I game a little bit. So I love Need for Speed. And I do. I love it so much. That's
Have
my
you played
favorite.
the most recent ones?
Haven't. but I love the ones where it's like Hot Pursuit.
Yes.
That's just like my classic.
That's regarded in the Need for Speed community as the apex of the series.
It really is. Like I have to be careful about not playing it too much though, because like sometimes I get a little like, I guess, villainous. Whenever I'm like, I get really amped up. So I gotta.
That's how I am with Block Blast on my phone.
Is Need for Speed Most Wanted the one where you have to get the pink slips from the like street racer cars and evade the cops?
So it's more of like you're just regular racing, but also you can play as a cop as well.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I like back in the day, I was so proud whenever I would get chased by a helicopter. Like I knew that I made it.
That's how you know you made it in life.
There you go.
When I was in high school, Microsoft did a collab with Mountain Dew called Every 10 Minutes, and you could collect bottle caps, and they all had codes on them from Mountain Dew, and each bottle cap was worth like a raffle ticket, and you could take all these raffle tickets and put them in a set period of time. An Xbox 360 would be won every 10 minutes.
Nice.
And I had the entire school collecting bottle caps for me, and I entered them all at like 4:10 in the morning, and I woke up the next morning for school, and I saw that I had won. And so I got an Xbox 360 before they released, and it came with Need for Speed Most Wanted.
That is so cool.
Oh, cool.
And that was a series of games where there were 15 races, and they were progressively more and more difficult. And at the end of each race, you had to evade the cops, but they were more and more difficult to evade the cops. And there was one time where I evaded the cops for like 25 minutes and hit a spike strip, and then had to start over. And it was the first recorded period in history where Dan Beckman threw a controller and never played a game again.
You rage quit.
Yes, I rage quit for the first time in my career.
I feel like it needs to come back. I feel like you need to start it again.
I'm good.
You don't want to feel that. You feel the joy now. You don't want to, get to that level of.
I've got plenty of other games to make me throw a controller to the screen.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I was doing coloring contests, and I won a coloring contest for Disney, and I got 10 VHSs. VHSs. That's what I won. So I guess we're. Have you ever won anything, Emily?
I don't think so. No, I'm pretty unlucky in that way.
Or lucky, because maybe the big one's coming.
That's true. Like it's more of kind of like cool circumstances. So whenever I went to the Georgia Aquarium for a bachelorette party, they were kind of like ushering people away. I was a little bit hungry, and then this like diver slowly like goes lower and lower, and then there's a sign that says like, "Will you marry me?" Not for me, but anyway, I know I was like, what? But anyways, we were talking with the person who organized it, and he gave us a behind-the-scenes tour of the Georgia Aquarium. So it was really super cool. So we got to see penguins and also like the top of the whale shark tank.
I love whale sharks.
I love them. I cried. I just think they're so beautiful, and they were rescued from China. Part of their like meat industry. I'm not sure what the exact.
You want to see my whale shark impression?
Oh, you have one? This is Dan's whale shark impression. He says,
"Oh my God, it's just so beautiful. I can't help myself."
Yeah.
What's your favorite animal, Emily?
River otters.
Oh my gosh, did y'all talk about this?
No.
Because that's Dan's favorite animal too.
Okay, but I don't know if you feel the same way. I cannot stand sea otters, but I love some river otters. Sea otters are the ones that are kind of just like hanging out like in the Pacific Ocean. They have their little babies. They're like fluffles.
Yep.
While like river otters like slide. They have violence.
They're also like 6 feet long.
So what?
Sea otters are also like 6 feet long.
They are, yeah.
So there's not a lot of fun there, is there?
Cute. Oh, I don't know. I think
they're like Ewoks. Like,
yes.
I love Ewoks.
But do you know, and I tell this story all the time, I love otters, and they're very playful, but I had a friend who had a cabin once, and her dog went swimming off the pontoon, and the dog got dragged underwater by otters and never came up to the surface.
That's horrible.
Yeah, so
yeah, they don't play around.
No, and you got to respect it.
Yeah, well, like I hate it for your friend's dog. Like, that's super sad.
What a terrible way to go.
Now,
It
that's
is.
our assumption.
I
is
always
that
heard
the
that
dog-
about geese, but I didn't hear it about otters. Like, I know that they are like, they have little mafia vibes.
Yeah,
But
they
that's
do.
about it.
And now we're just assuming that the dog perished, but in reality, it could have been taken under to the otter lair, and maybe now it's like an otter dog.
So
which
true.
Is,
Absolutely.
It's an otter dog.
That's how seals come to be.
Oh, that'd be so
much
sweet.
sense.
Yeah,
If you're
that would-
listening right now, type in what your favorite animals are because I am curious. Carlos loves uniforms. I mean, uniforms,
Jeff.
unicorns.
Too soon, Jeff.
Doggone it. Do you remember the dog's name?
I didn't know the dog.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't know the
I
dog
was gonna say, I
or
feel
the
like
friend.
we should name
So you
something.
didn't have emotional connection to the dog.
No, in fact, I'm glad it happened.
That friend was awful and their dog deserved to die. No.
Yeah.
So,
It's good content. I've had that story for years now, and it's worth it to me.
So sad.
it is sad.
Breaks my heart. Well, y'all, I have a challenge for all of you.
Okay.
When I say all of you, I mean both of you.
Okay.
Because I put the challenge together. And so there you go. This is a game that we've played just a couple of times, actually. And it's brand new. I've never seen anyone else play this game in the world. It's called Mouth to Mouth. And this game is going to give you a tiny piece of someone's mouth, and then you have to guess which celebrity it is.
Are they all celebrities?
They are all people you will know. So yes, there's nobody local on this. This is all like people that everyone will know. Audience, feel free to play along, but whoever gets it correct first will be receiving 1 point.
It's a race?
Oh, it's a race.
Oh, really?
Well, unless you would rather play as a team.
Let's play as a team or go back and forth.
Oh, okay, great. Which one would you prefer?
Which one would you prefer?
Yeah.
I'm cool either way. I'm very competitive though, so I'm
Great.
cool like 1 versus 1.
Let's go 1v1, but let's give each other a pop at it first, because sometimes with delay and stuff like that, it's just not,
So true.
Yeah.
you know.
All right. So this first mouth, I'm going to give to Emily first.
Okay.
Emily, name this famous person.
Robert Downey Jr.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
baby. Look at her go.
Can't believe it.
Yes.
That was so impressive. That was like the tiniest bit of his mouth. Wow.
Someone's been looking up.
It
Iron
was
Man's
like
jaw.
the mustache. That's what kind of helped give it away. And the pierce
Also,
of
he's
like
a good-looking man.
he is a good looking man. But
I think that's
I
a hot
also feel
take.
really well. Did you see the thing about like him being also Doctor Doom now?
Yes.
In like the multiverse. I still don't know how I feel about that, but
That's what I've heard. So I'm not a Marvel fan at all. I don't really care and never will. But this, I don't never have gotten into superheroes. I don't know why.
Isn't that crazy?
that is
But,
crazy. But we'll learn to forgive. So
I have witnessed from a lot of Marvel fans that are kind of like, I haven't heard anyone with a resounding, I'm for this. It's all been like, well, we're just gonna have to see how the council feels.
Who's your favorite superhero, Emily?
ooh, I do love me some Deadpool. You know,
Good
I know
choice.
it's kind of a classic.
I feel like I'm married to Deadpool in a way. He's hilarious. He's cute.
I'm violent.
He's not violent, but he is cynical, but not as cynical as he used to be.
but like very dark humor.
Yeah.
Yeah. But not regenerative. Yeah.
And I'm shredded like Ryan Reynolds.
Exactly. All right. Speaking of Ryan Reynolds, this is not him, but Dan. Name this mouth.
Oh boy.
Here's a smaller version if that helps.
That is very helpful. I don't know if I know this. Does it popcorn over to Emily?
If you don't have a guess, you
Is
get,
it The Rock?
It is Dwayne the Rock.
Oh,
Johnson.
Oh,
Woo.
that isn't.
Oops, that's not. Oh crap. Well, there he is. Well done, Dan.
Do you think we're the only ones looking at tiny fractions of Robert Downey Jr. and The Rock's mouth and making
No.
a game for it online?
Maybe making a game for it online, but I feel like lots of people are looking at Robert Downey Jr.'s body parts as we speak. I think he's actually more attractive than I remember. See, I was a Captain America gal, and I liked Iron Man okay. But
Captain America's boring.
yeah,
That's
feel
what
like-
I think too. Yeah.
Captain America's who you marry And Robin, Iron Man's who you
No,
fool around
Captain America is the man who does your taxes.
Yes.
with. Oh,
Or he's like the nice guy. Like,
Yeah.
"Oh, you're not gonna forget my hug, right? Like, he's that-
stop fighting.
yeah, like you're beautiful without makeup. Don't worry about it.
Ugh,
You know,
gross.
Robert Downey Jr. would be like, yeah, you look kind of, ugh.
And then he'd
But-
slap you in the cheek, but you'd like it anyway.
you'd love it.
That's what we're fighting for here on Erinn and Dan, but it's live. In fact, just to, you know what? Go ahead, Emily.
All
Who's
right, Emily, name this mouth.
So, Betty White, I'm going with Carlos's.
That is correct.
Wow.
Okay, that's a point to Carlos, though.
What'd you say?
Carlos, yeah, it's in the chat, but I'll go to private chat so I don't get any helpful
Well, you know
hints.
what? Audience, if you feel like helping them out, there's
You
no
would have
rules
gotten that
against
without the
it.
chat, admit it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I was actually about to say like the Queen first, but I'm glad that they mentioned Betty White.
She's the queen in many books.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
is. What do you mean? I used to be so innocent, Risa. I'm still pretty innocent. Don't you think, Dan?
Until proven guilty.
Exactly.
What's up, Bob? How you doing?
Oh, it's good to see you, Bob. All right, Dan, this is your
So true, Kyle. All right, is this me?
this is your guest to guess next. Name that
Oh, man.
mouth. There's a smaller version of it if you need it.
Oh, boy. Is that like... This is not correct. I'm just going to guess Kate Blanchett.
That is incorrect. All right. Emily, do you have a guess?
Madonna? Like
Incorrect.
before the plastic surgery, though.
Ah,
It's a good guess. All right, I'm going to give you a little bit more. Whoever says it first now
okay.
can buzz in.
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
Oh, it was a tie.
No, she beat me. I heard
Did
the
she?
Yeah, I heard the mo before I got the mo.
Plus, there's probably a delay. Yes, Michael Jackson, come on in.
Wow.
Look at him.
Look at him. Will you just look at him?
Just look at it.
Carlos is good to this.
Boy.
Why are people saying my name? Did I say something dirty?
I think they were guessing that your mouth was Michael Jackson's mouth.
Oh, I see. That's pretty funny.
They do have similar mouths.
They do. All right. This next one, Emily gets to guess first. Name this mouth.
Kevin Hart?
Oh, my
wow.
God.
Good job.
Thank
I
you.
cannot believe you got that so fast. Unbelievable.
You're genuinely good at this. We
I
have to.
agree.
We should do some deeper cuts and make this a tournament.
Right? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Very impressive.
Good
Very
job.
impressive. Just
Thank you,
kicking
thank
your
you.
tail down.
She is, and it hurts.
But let's see if you can name this mouth.
Boof. Boy. It looks like the mouth of a politician to me. I think Emily knows. Oh man, who is it? Who is it? Whose mouth is that?
Dan, you have 5 seconds to guess, and then it goes to Emily.
Okay,
You're going to kick yourself if you don't get this.
I think that mouth belongs to Kesha.
That is incorrect.
So close. Robin Williams. God bless.
That
Oh,
is
of course it's Robin
correct.
Williams. I
You love Robin
hate-
Williams.
I hate myself.
I was going to say, isn't he one of your idols?
Yeah, but not because of the shape of his mouth.
Also, I will say in this particular picture, he's not like giving that big grin that he
Yeah.
always does, but this
It's-
is a pretty classic Robin Williams look.
Yeah, he looks unhappy.
Oh,
Yeah. Like you can tell like there's something
Mhm.
like gears are turning.
Yeah.
yep. What an amazing, amazing guy. Oof.
Absolutely.
So much talent.
It's been 10
Wow.
years, which is crazy.
Oh my
Since he
gosh.
passed.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, I saw a tribute that his daughter Zelda made, and it was just beautiful. It breaks my heart. So
Yeah. When he passed away, I went home and we watched a bunch of Robin Williams movies, and I watched Popeye, which I'd never seen before.
Oh,
And I was like, I probably could have not watched this and been fine.
yeah,
And
the
then I
one-
went home and watched Patch Adams, and I like lost my poo just crying.
Aw.
That was a bad choice.
I watched Patch Adams for the first time during COVID in our little Airbnb
Yeah.
when we were working on Lock-In, and boy, oh boy, broke me. Such a good movie.
What's your favorite Robin Williams, Emily?
Ooh, Mrs. Doubtfire is always a
Oh
classic.
yeah, that's such a good choice.
Oh, hello is my all-time fave. But I also love Aladdin as well because most of his lines were improv.
Oh yeah.
But they had to kind of tone it down so it was Disney rated.
Yeah, of course. Because he's pretty vulgar if you let him rip.
Oh yeah,
But then who isn't? You know what I'm saying?
so true.
All right, Emily. This one's you, I think.
All right, name this mouth.
Britney Spears.
Oh my God, you are
Jeez.
so good at this.
You're a cheater.
It was a purse. It was.
cannot believe how good you
Wow.
are at this game. Dan, I thought you had the uncanny thing for mouths.
I do, but only the mouths I know.
You know what else Dan does? We'll be at a random place, like a restaurant, and the waitress will come over and he'll be like, "Oh, you have the mouth of so-and-so," and show him the picture.
Well, I don't usually tell them it's their mouth. I say they look like, because I find that if I go up and I'm like, you know who your mouth looks like? I don't get a good response.
They might kick you out of the restaurant.
Yeah.
The last
Well, it
time,
also depends on like speaking styles as well. Like, because they could talk like Keira Knightley, like,
Totally.
you know, or something like that.
and sometimes it doesn't show that way in the picture, but it's the way they move.
So
right?
true.
Yes.
I told the last time that happened is I told a waitress she was a dead ringer for Bradley Cooper, which I don't know if she loved it or not, but it was true. So
Yeah. Was it the vibes?
no, it was the face.
Okay.
It was the face. I'm sorry to say.
You know what? There's worse people you could look like. I like Bradley Cooper.
Yes,
That's
but
true.
I'd rather be a man who looks like Bradley Cooper.
I like that.
I
Who
bet
does
she
Emily
was
look
very
like?
handsome. So it's all
Yes,
that.
she was a very handsome
Very
woman.
handsome.
Yeah.
Who does Emily look like? That's not Emily.
I don't know. See, I'm not good except when it jumps out at me. But there is a subreddit called Doppelganger where you can post a selfie and people will be all over it.
Oh, that's fun.
Ooh.
I would totally.
Who have y'all been said that y'all look alike, or your twins?
Who have we gotten?
Like, who have you gotten? Yeah.
Dan gets what's his name, the tall basketball
I
player.
used to get Dirk Nowitzki when I was younger and I had a lot more beard. And then sometimes I get that guy from I used to get Woody Harrelson some, but I don't really see it.
I totally see that for you. I
Oh,
totally
yeah, I
get
can see
Winslet
that.
vibes from you, Emily.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate that. Thanks, Jennifer.
Two people. Oh,
That's the same person.
adding it for
Twice.
emphasis.
Thank y'all so much.
Funny. When I was younger and skinnier, I used to get Nicole Kidman all the time. And it made my mom upset because she does not like Nicole Kidman.
Really?
Dude, Mom, you know
Why?
she's watching.
It's all the criminal charges.
Oh,
all the framing of Michael Jackson that she did for
Right.
her own sins.
Is that true?
Yeah, it's very true. And you can tell the internet I said so.
All right, Dan, here's your next mouth. You know this mouth.
Can you keep it big? The small thing, as I know your heart's in the right place.
Oh, I was just putting it there so you could get like where it is in relation to the
No,
rest of the
I
picture.
generally understand where mouths fall on skulls.
I understand.
Boy, who is that? Do you know that one, Emily?
mm-hmm.
Oh my God, she knows. I hate this. Is it
She's
Keanu
so
Reeves?
good. It is
Lin-Manuel.
It is Lin-Manuel. Yes, girl. You are so good at this game.
You're sick. You know that?
Woo!
Sorry.
You know the comments, but Carlos is rocking it. He has gotten every single one correct.
Well, leave it to Gina Davis. That was not Gina Davis.
No. I look like Gina Davis is what he's saying.
Oh,
I don't remember who that is.
Gina Davis?
Yeah.
She's a little before your time.
All right.
Wow, good job.
I'm so impressed with you right now,
That's
Emily.
crazy.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's your turn to guess first. Can you name Erinn and Dan look like they're on Malibu's Most Wanted?
Do you remember that movie?
No.
It was what's his face? Jamie. Who's the guy?
Fox?
No, the white one.
I don't know a Jamie that's white.
Jamie. Yeah, you do.
Oh.
What's his name? Oh my God, I can't even think of people's names right now. No wonder I can't get their mouths correct. Jamie. Anyway, he was like a rapper. It was a really stupid movie, but I loved it when I was a kid.
I don't know.
Emily.
Name this mouth.
Oprah.
Wow.
Without a
You
hesitation.
are correct.
This is crazy.
Talent for this, and I didn't even know that's.
I didn't know I had this talent either. So thank
No,
you.
okay. I think we have to do this where we just bring her on like once in a while and just put her to the test with deeper and deeper cut mouths.
I think so. I think so. This is really impressive.
Send me your deepest cut mouths. Wow, this is
I've
nuts.
never seen anyone this good. All right, whose turn is it first? Dan's?
Mine.
Thank goodness.
Unfortunately.
All right, Dan, can you name this mouth?
Yes, that is Johnny Depp.
You got it. Very, very good. That's also a good-looking man.
You think?
Yeah, I do.
I hear he poops a mean bed.
What do you mean?
No, I thought that was Amber.
Oh, right. Well,
No.
Just because.
you're just an Amber Heard apologist. That turd had Johnny Depp all over it.
Oh, no. Of course not. Wow, once again, Carlos is coming in strong. I am so impressed. I think he's gotten every single one.
Okay, Carlos and Emily are going to be head-to-head at mouth-to-mouth at
That's
some
what
point.
we'll have to do.
All
We'll
right,
have
bring
to
it on,
make a
Carlos.
really deep cut one.
That's what we should be doing, is bringing people on to compete against each
That's
other,
a
and we come
great
up with
idea.
a devious game together.
All right,
All
speaking
right.
of devious, who is this?
Emma Watson.
Oh my gosh.
Emily.
Yes, it is. I'm just like mind blown at you right
Emily.
now.
Yeah, pooped on
Amazing.
his pillow.
Wait, is that
Yeah.
true?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think so. I think it was in the court documents.
But
Yeah.
but did she did he want it? Because some people are into that, and I don't judge.
I
That's not how he presented it in court.
I don't think so. Yeah. Or it could have been like she was trying something and they're like, maybe not. Like she was trying to do like the Hershey's kiss on the pillow, but that's what she was trying to do.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Her heart was in the right place.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
people
But
are
her
into all
anus was
sorts
not.
of things, and so I just don't. I'm not into all of the things, but I wouldn't. I wouldn't judge.
Jennifer,
Yeah.
you need to spend more time on the internet because you'd be surprised.
There's this horrible thing that happened years ago, and it was about two girls and a CUP.
Ugh.
Yes, please don't speak of that.
I didn't. I spelled it. It's horrible.
Yeah. Thank you, Brian.
I
She
don't
doesn't.
kink shame.
Aw,
Speaking of
that's so
kink
nice.
shaming, name this mouth.
Speaking of kink shaming,
Stan Lee?
Oh my God!
I mean-
you are so good at this game. It hurts.
I'm not even mad that it was my turn.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, you know what? You deserve it.
Thank you.
Dan, there's literally no way you can win now, so you might as well just let Emily get them. Oh man, Carlos has gotten them all.
But
Yeah.
can't I what's it?
Are you okay? Look at him. I love him. Can I tell you the saddest thing to me is that he won't be in all the Marvel superhero movies moving forward. I wonder if they're gonna digitally recreate him and pop him in there still.
I don't
Or
think they
like
should.
put him in like little ads or something like that of like billboards. I don't know. Like or something. I could see that.
Yeah, they
He's
should
got
do something.
hell of a legacy.
Yeah.
You know.
What a good dude. All right, whoever's got it, name that mouth.
Dan, do you want to go?
Not if you know it.
Christian Ronaldo. Ronaldo. He was a soccer player.
It's not.
Okay.
It's not?
No, I know who this is. I know who this is. I just can't figure it out right now.
Carlos hasn't typed it in yet either.
I'm gonna.
Oh, Carlos just got it.
Is that Ashton Kutcher?
It sure is.
I would not have gotten that.
See, I got the chin.
This is
Yeah,
he
that
needed
was very
to pick
good.
earlier season Ashton Kutcher
True.
because that's not what he is known for looking like. Sorry, Ashton.
All right, these next clips got a little lazy because it was getting close to 8 o'clock.
Okay,
So
speed round. You ready?
here we go.
Let's do it. Oh, Andrew Garfield.
Andrew Garfield is
Wow,
correct.
good job.
Well done. Well done.
I was thinking, who did I think this was? Though he looks like
Tom
who's-
Cruise?
Nah, who's the dude from SNL? The blonde guy who's kind of looks like Andrew Garfield, but not when you add his eyes and nose and hair and eyebrows and ears and head.
All the other defining features.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Well, it's
don't
not
know.
him, so.
All right, we have one last one.
All right.
One last one. Name.
Oh,
this
that's
mouth.
more Lawrence Fishburne.
It is Lawrence Fishburne.
Oh, I would not have gotten that.
I had to get in there.
Actually, I have more. This
you
is
do?
not the last one.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. Here's the next one.
Stanley Tucci?
No.
That is oh my god.
You know this.
Yes, I do.
Whoever can shout it out first.
Oh
or
my
in the
god. Is it
comments.
Steve Jobs? No, it's not.
Steve Jobs. It's not
Steven
Steve.
Spielberg?
It is Spielberg.
That's it.
Woo!
The other tyrant. The other media mogul.
Media mogul. All right. And now, here is the actual
Morgan
last
Freeman.
one.
Morgan Freeman.
Correct. Well, I have to say, you both
Was
did
that the last
well.
one?
It is. But Emily, you absolutely killed it. If you are in the crowd right now, you've got to give Emily a huge digital round of applause because that was amazing.
Yes, and we've prepared a huge celebration for you.
Yes.
So you earned that.
Thank you.
Yeah, you know.
Emily, that was insane. I had no idea you had that talent. I literally was hoping that Dan wouldn't like cream you on the air, but he did.
I would never cream her on the air.
Oh. Emily, we always love to ask our lovely guests if they have any kind of words of wisdom or something that you might think that the world at large needs to hear right now.
Yeah, so one of my favorite psychologists, his name is Viktor Frankl. He is the coolest. So he created logotherapy. So it's pretty much finding meaning in everything. So even in some of the difficult things, some of the mundane, is just to try to find meaning in it. And that's what gives our life purpose. And we have the freedom to choose what gives meaning and how to define ourselves. So just know that your life has meaning and you matter. And I'm so happy that you're here with us.
Oh my
God, did you feel that?
I literally
Did you all feel that?
Oh,
yeah.
See, now everybody knows why we think Emily's one of the best humans in the world, because come on, that was beautiful.
Can I say, did you say logotherapy?
Logotherapy, yeah, it's really cool. So the whole, like, I love him. I have all of his books, but he is amazing. And he actually survived the concentration camps. And he was so passionate about sharing this message. He had to hide pieces of paper in his bed or, you know, kind of on his persons because he wanted to make sure that that message was shared. And that's what gave his life purpose. And so he saw people who gave up and, you know, they would succumb to, you know, different things, the atrocities, but he just had this like message and he wanted to bring it to people. And, you know, even with the unknowns and even with like what he was scared about, he wanted to spread meaning and for people to have a choice. So I think he's really cool. If y'all are book people, Man's Search for Meaning is fabulous, and I would highly recommend reading it. It's one of my favorite books.
That sounds good. I know we have some book people in the audience. I
Yeah,
myself never learned to read.
I'm so sorry.
This is very helpful because now I feel like
Wow, Emily, you gave us goosebumps and you slaughtered the game. So we're going to have you back along with Carlos out there in the audience very soon for a mouth-to-mouth championship.
Yeah.
And
All right, Carlos, bring it on. I'm ready, man.
Very cool.
We
Emily,
love you,
thank
Emily.
you for being here. Appreciate
Love
you.
you guys too. Bye. Thank you so much again, everyone.
Mwah.
Mwah.
Man, what a fun time. I am like, I can't believe how good she was at that.
I'm frankly embarrassed.
I bet, because that was your thing. And now it's not just your thing.
Well, but ask me questions about But no, don't do that. Ask me questions. Oh, here's the other thing. Psychology, dinosaurs, animals, all things we were supposed to talk about with Emily, but the conversation was so good we didn't even think of it. So
You know, it happens.
next time.
But before next time, there's a little section that we like to call here on Erinn and Dan Live. And Dan,
I couldn't hold it. Now, I think you're treading dangerous ground because you doing a positivity corner after Emily just dropped that would be like me being like, no, watch me identify people's mouths.
What's great is I feel like it's a launching pad of what I wanted to talk about this week.
Great.
So life is short, everybody. Life is shorter than we even realize because I would say we've, not to sound dark, but we've experienced a lot of death this year. Lots of our older friends have passed, and some of our friends that we were not expecting to passed away. And that just means that tomorrow is just uncertain. And you know what Emily was saying is so amazing, and it really brought to light what I wanted to talk about today, because we deal with so many people of different ages at Spring Theater and different experiences and very dramatic people. And I find that the ones that are going through the most are usually the ones that are the most appreciative and complaining the least. I have so many people that I've known in life that are going through some major, major things, and they keep positive and they keep pushing forward. And I feel like everybody's fighting their own battle, and no matter what that is, it's okay. And I hope that you can find relief in distraction. I hope that you can find relief in comforting friends and talking about what's going on in your life. But more than ever, I feel like right now is the time to enjoy your life. If you're not enjoying what you're doing, stop it and do something else. Just stop it and do something else. And it's not that easy, but it is easy to start reshaping things. If you are annoyed at the politics online and in the world, shut it off. If you are feeling like you don't like your house, clean it up.
Burn it down.
Or burn it down. Maybe, find your own way.
If you feel like you're not enjoying your children, eat them. Grind them up into a pie and throw it at a clown.
Within reason. But I just think that it's important to say, do what makes you happy, because this could be our last moment.
I think everything seems very large until it doesn't anymore. I think once things get put into perspective, everything that once seems like a big deal will seem quite small. And, that comment is distracting to my point. So there it is.
It's true, though. It's very, very true. I feel that it's an important thing to just live in the moment and enjoy every moment. And Dan mentioned this a couple weeks ago about how his friend who had passed away said that she always tried to find the thing in the day that was the moment that made her remember. What was your moment today, Dan? Did you have one?
I had a great time playing Fortnite with you and Carlos and winning. I mean, that was my moment today. It was a great time. I also had a great time on this show, and I think that hanging out with Emily is something I don't get to do enough. So
yes. And also find time for the people that mean a lot to you.
And the things that mean a lot to you. It doesn't matter what it is, how big or small it is.
Yep.
Treat yourself to something that you love this week.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We love you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in. We will be back next Tuesday, joining you from another part of North Carolina. More on that later. You'll have to tune in to find out why.
Yeah.
Mwah. Mwah.